Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our daily get-together live here on Facebook every day of the week at 10:30 in the morning, where we take a look at headlines from local newspapers, state and national newspapers, a few international headlines, and we also take a look at comments, questions, ideas, suggestions that you may have so that we can all enjoy an amazing life here in Puerto Vallarta as a community of English-speaking locals with a sense of humor. Sometimes things are funny, sometimes they're not. But regardless, we are always here every single day of the week, rain or shine, more often than not. Although I am happy to confess that I'm already planning my next getaway next month. 2 more days of going to the middle of nowhere. But things are still brewing, not quite yet. Anyhow, enough about me. If you are new to these broadcasts, my name is Paco, and it is great to see you join us. And you can let us know that you're new by writing the word new in your comment, and that way we'll give you a proper welcome. And if you have any specific questions, excuse me, that you wish to bring up during the broadcast, it helps us a lot if you add the letter Q at the beginning of your question. That way we'll be looking for it. And if not, if we're not able to answer it during the broadcast, we will definitely look at it afterwards. Thank you for the comments on the haircut. I finally got around to shaving my head just now, like literally 10 minutes ago. And those little funny hairs are gone. I didn't miss a spot this time. I was going to make sure that I didn't miss a spot. So here we are, and here is David. As always, it is a pleasure to see you among us. Karen, it's always great to see you. Mark is chiming in from DC. It's great to see you. Tomas Foguito Flannery says, Oli! Which is kind of like a very, very happy hello in Spanish. Instead of saying hola, we say Oli! That's too funny. Apple Valley's in the house. San Mateo is in the house. Let's see. Ooh, Sherry got up early. She already went to market, and I just took a shower. So you're running way ahead of me. This is awesome. Bob, I am so glad that you are on the other side of the fence, and I've already made plans. I have a vaccine date. A dear friend of mine reached out to me yesterday, and this friend said, "Can I come with you?" And I said, "Sure. We'll keep each other company." So it'll be fun. Well, it'll be what it'll be, but it'll be good when the time comes for me to get my vaccine. Let's see. Karen, I'm so glad that you're joining us live today. Live is always a lot of fun because we go back and forth about all kinds of fun things. Let's see. Happy vaccination start in PV. Thank you very much, John. Things are going good as far as I hear. I haven't heard anything crazy. People are just getting it done, and that's a wonderful thing. Matthew asks, a community of, what are we a community of again? Well, just happy people with a sense of humor, I hope. I hope to believe that we are a community of people that are interested in being here and now, and really interested in being here and now, or elsewhere and now. I don't know. We're just a bunch of happy people that gather here this morning and every other morning. Let's see what else we have. Oh, another person that watched Closure. This is wonderful. Thank you very much. Uh, where can one find the coffee and headlines licks ice cream commercial? Well, I can make that possible. Kelly, I'll simply upload it to my YouTube channel and make sure that everybody gets to see it. And better yet, why don't we show it again? Because it was fun. We have several of them actually. So we are definitely going to look at that. So we are here. We might as well get started. We have some good news. Actually, we have a bunch of good news. So let us dive in. Surprise! In the entire country, in all of Mexico, there are no longer states in the red zone, according to the latest update of the federal COVID 19 stoplight. Jalisco and Nayarit, along with 20 other states, are now in the yellow, or rather, Jalisco and Nayarit are among 20 states that are now in the yellow, and Campeche and Chiapas are in the green, which is the lowest risk level. We still have a handful of states in the orange, but for the most part, the country is starting to look much better. Gary thinks that Luna is not doing her job. We had a situation yesterday. I'll explain the Luna situation in a second. We had timeout, but I'll get to that after I'm done with the news. I also have good news because we learned also that the number of deaths from COVID is slightly lower in the state than it was last month. The average number of daily deaths during the month of January was 80 per day. And now the Secretary of Health for the state has reported that the average number of deaths for this month is down slightly to 71 daily deaths. Needless to say, any death from COVID is sad news, but it is comforting to see that things are headed in the right direction, and we hope that the trend continues to that effect. Let's see what else we have. Oh, this is really interesting. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that the Pfizer vaccine is shown to generate strong response with one dose and to maintain potency in standard freezers for up to 2 weeks. This should bring an additional dose of comfort to dose of comfort. That was not a pun that I intended. But this should bring an additional dose of comfort to Puerto Vallarta seniors receiving the vaccine this week. But as long as the government is scheduling a second dose, you might as well get it when it is announced. This is just something that was reported by the Wall Street Journal, according to some recent research that has been available or has been made available. As long as we're talking about vaccines, you may be interested in this chart, which was produced by the government of Mexico, showing a quick overview of what the upcoming vaccine schedule is going to be, and which vaccines will arrive when, and so forth and so on. So we can see that the number of vaccines received here in Mexico is going to increase dramatically in the month of March, from 3.3 million to 23 million vaccines in March, 33.2 million vaccines in April, and 46 million in during the month of May, and so forth and so on. It is good to see that that the vaccination schedule is moving along successfully. Now, this came from Vox. As COVID variants are announced around the world, some of them allegedly more contagious, you might be wondering if it is still safe to spend time outdoors or if you should be more careful. Vox weighs in on this topic with a wonderful explainer article that touches on what to know about your risk among friends, runners, and passersby outside. I will cut to the chase if you don't want to read the article. The risk with the variants is indoors, not outdoors, but you may want to consider reading the article anyway. Let me take a quick break to see what's on your mind. Let me see. Bing, gada, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom. Let's see. Oh, Tony, I am so glad. I am so glad that you got your vaccine. I know that you had gone the day before. So I am very happy for that. Um, Heather loves seeing Luna. Luna and I had a misunderstanding yesterday, and we gave each other a timeout. Yes, Luna. Well, again, it was a miscommunication. I was feeling a little bit of well, I was feeling an itch to stitch. I went looking for my crochet hooks, and I figured, okay, I need to put myself to sleep. This was 2 nights ago. Um, so I was lying in bed. I was making a dishcloth and listening to really relaxing music, and I was feeling good about myself. And thought to myself, I should crochet in bed more frequently. This is very relaxing. Put the crochet on my nightstand and went to sleep. And the following morning, I realized that Luna thought that the crochet that I was knitting or crocheting was a dead mouse and treated it accordingly. so, um, so let's just say that yesterday was a day of diplomacy amongst the two of us, but now we understand that crochet is not dead mouse and so forth and so on. So everything is back to normal. Anyhow, let's see. This will this mean no resting for travel? If this is about me, oh, testing for travel. Oh, no, 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 no. I understand now, Rob. I will not travel on a bus or to a large city until I get vaccinated. But if I can travel in a vehicle that is small with friends or a friend's vehicle to a place where there are not a lot of people, I will not hesitate to do it. I did it once to San Sebastián del Oeste last year, and then I went with a bunch of friends to Maito, which is a very very empty beach, and now I'm brewing another getaway to a small place in the middle of nowhere where I can feel comfortable traveling. Matthew says, "Let's get green," and I think that is a fabulous idea. Let's see what else. Another vaccine. Congratulations. Bing, gada, boom, bam, boom, bam, beam. Janet says it was the least painful vaccination I've ever had. It's just a little prick. Um, it's just a little prick. Oh, Stephanie, that makes two of us. I don't do it very frequently down here because it's so hot. When I lived in Boston, it was all about Afghans and ginormous throws, and I love to make them. But down here, it's just carrying a huge chingadera of yarn over your lap any time of the year is not advisable. So now it's all dishcloths and coasters for me, at least until I move to a cooler place. But I don't plan on doing that anytime in the near future. No, I'm the one that likes crocheting, Kelly. Luna likes to chase anything that looks like a mouse. Anyhow, back to the news because we're all caught up. Let me tell you that things are starting to move in City Hall because of the upcoming elections. 5 Puerto Vallarta council members joined Mayor Dávalos in asking for a leave of absence this morning to pursue other political positions in the coming elections. Elections, as we know, will take place in the month of June. Among these people, Norma Angélica Joya, one of the council members, is poised to represent the Movimiento Ciudadano Party as their candidate for mayor in our city. She is one of the people that has asked and has obtained a leave of absence. And of course, Mayor Dávalos is running for a position as a state deputy for Movimiento Ciudadano as well. It is worth mentioning that Mayor Arturo Dávalos is the only individual who has been reelected as Puerto Vallarta mayor for 2 consecutive terms in the history of our city. In an informal report of his 2 terms, he spoke about some of his administration's accomplishments, including lowering the city's debt by almost 50%. It was 45% to be precise. And also he mentioned improvements in the trash collection system and along with several social infrastructure projects. So we wish our mayor good fortune as he pursues more positions in our government. And again, as we get close to the actual date in which the elections take place, or we start getting a clear idea of who will represent each one of the political parties, we will start taking a look at who's representing whom and what they're bringing to the table. I know that many folks that are from another country, well, actually, folks that are from another country cannot vote here, but I am sure you would like to at least be interested in seeing who these individuals are and what they're going to be all about. So, with that said, let me jump quickly into the weather. Boom. Agatha stole Lady Gaga's dogs, and I can't remember who Agatha is. Agatha must be another name for Cruella de Vil. I don't know. Anyhow, Lady Gaga's dogs have been rescued. Thank the Lord. We have one less thing to worry about. But meanwhile, it is 26 degrees, feels like 27. That will be 79 degrees Fahrenheit. If 79 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is 40% humidity right now, which makes me very happy because today I am walking for this coming Wednesday, and I'm going to be walking outdoors in the sun, but I'm not telling you where we're going. What I am telling you is that we can expect today to be a clear day with a high temperature of 29 and a low temperature of 18. Tomorrow, Sunday, it'll also be a clear day with a high temperature of 30, a low temperature of 18 degrees, and we'll start the week with a partly cloudy day, high temperature of 30, low temperature of 18. It seems that it's been a mile away, a million days ago, that it was cold. We were in the lower 20s, and now the temperature is slowly but predictably increasing again as long as the humidity stays low, not slow, low. I am a happy camper. Let's see. Anna Sparks asks, wondering if anyone else has had a bad reaction to the vaccine. My husband and I both feel like we have been hit by a bus, tired and lacking in energy. You know, Anna, I'm certainly not a vaccine expert, but I think that part of knowing that a vaccine is working is because it has a reaction in your body. But again, don't trust me. This is just what I read. I would actually suggest that you consult with your doctor. But I do know and I do expect that there's going to be some kind of adjustment in my body when I get the vaccine. Let's see. Logan, who's paying attention to the news, says that Ryan, the dog walker, is on the mend after having been shot 4 times in the chest. What a nightmare. Absolutely. Mandy, you're far away, and that looks really, really cold. My goodness. Let's see. Karen says that she has friends who felt awful after the second vaccine, but you will feel better soon. Rest until you do. That sounds like good advice to me. Um, and Stephanie reports that she's had no after effects after vaccine. Yes, 2 days ago. That is good to hear. Oh no, oh no, James, this is really bad news. I am so sorry to hear about this. Was that on the screen? Yes, it was. Um, Absolutely. You know, folks, we can never be too cautious in our living environment. Sometimes, people get away with doing things like that. I know that I will never be grateful that I was robbed once in my apartment. Never will be grateful. But in a way, I'll be grateful that I had that experience because it's made me more vigilant. And it's unfortunate that we have to be, but I think in any large city of any kind, and Puerto Vallarta is no exception, there's going to be theft. So, James, I hope that you are able to recover your belongings. And if not, if you don't recover your laptop, I sure hope that you had it properly backed up. So, good luck with that. And I'm really sorry to hear about that. Michal reports on fatigue being one of the common side effects for a vaccine, and she was a little tired. I hope you're feeling better today. Bob reports no reaction at all. James, of course, says trust the science, and this is absolutely the best advice I can share. David says Moderna hit people differently. Interesting. Um, and Mandy is asking for a link, but I'm not entirely sure about what. Uh, oh, Crochet mouse patterns on Messenger. Thank you very much. I will definitely give it a go. Um, my sister, hola hermanita, reports on my sister-in-law Jane, who was tired for 2 days after she got the vaccine. This would be Jane, the mother of my niece Katia, the actor. And there is Luna. Luna, don't try to jump out the window. It is meshed, so you won't even be able to do it. Let's see what else we have. I appreciate all these comments about the vaccine. I don't know if you do, but I certainly appreciate hearing about how everybody is reacting to the vaccine. So I'm very grateful for that. Den reports a sore arm with the first Pfizer vaccine. Um, and joint pain for the Moderna vaccine. Oh, this is how exciting our lives are. They're talking about itches and aches and pains. Well, it is what it is. Let us continue with a couple of headlines I have to share with you. Um, this first one I discovered just this morning. It was published yesterday. We wouldn't be in Puerto Vallarta, of course, if people didn't publish events with enough anticipation, as is the case with this one, because this one takes place today. If you are free today, Banderas Bay has announced that the first ever animal festival is taking place today from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Mega Bucerias parking lot. This is north. Those attending will have the opportunity to get acquainted with the different animal related nonprofits in the region, learn about vulnerable species in the bay, meet veterinarians, and also adopt a new pet if you're looking to adopt. And there are also going to be some special presentations and activities for children. So if you don't have anything planned for today and you're looking to bring a new soul into your home, this might be a way to do it. And my last headline for you today has to do with my favorite award ceremony. I love the Golden Globes. I always have. It's been a fun ceremony for me. I enjoy it much more than the Oscars, and in my mind, it's been more trustworthy than the Oscars. Well, it may not longer be my favorite award ceremony because it takes tomorrow, but according to Vox, they're going to be as weird as ever due to the pandemic. And of course, we know that these are the annual awards bestowed by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. But who is the Foreign Press Association? Well, in this article, Vox throws some shade at the organization, along with reasons why you should not take snubs on Golden Globes night too seriously. And the article broke my heart because, again, for no explicable reason, this has always been kind of like my favorite thing to watch. And this is where I get my clues on as to what I should be watching on television. I'm still going to love the Golden Globes no matter what Vox says. But if you are into watching these kinds of things, you may want to read this article. Let me take a quick look at some of your comments. Let me see. Kathleen asks, are there places to watch the movie Closure besides Amazon Prime? I tried that, and the note was that I didn't have access in the country I'm located. Kathleen, let me do some research with my niece to find out what else is out there, so that we can all watch the movie and take it from there. Let's see. Mandy says, maybe it was too early when I wrote that. Lady Gaga's dog walker. I had heard about that. I thought you were speaking about something like that happening in PV. Oh, no. I just brought it up because our weatherman brought it up. Otherwise, we would not have. But, kidnapping dogs, how crazy is that? Let's see. Oh, Janice is being an ass because you think you got a chip? Well, I have a chip on my shoulder. No, I'm just kidding. No, I know you're being silly. Let's see. Jody says that monarch butterflies had a bad year this year in Mexico. I read that elsewhere, Jody, as well. I did not report it because it's not specific to Puerto Vallarta. but I did read this somewhere, and Janice is chiming in with butterflies being down by 25%. Um, that is really unfortunate. Um, Paula says Golden Globe Awards is the best. Well, that makes two of us. I love the Globes. I won't be able to watch them tomorrow because I don't have access to the channel. But usually, what I do is I cover my ears to any kind of comments or posts about the Golden Globes until the day after. The day after, I'm usually able to find a version of the Globes that I can download to my computer and just watch as I'm doing the dishes or cleaning the house or whatever. So let me see what else we have here. Aren't the Golden Globes awarded by its members? Yes, they are, Lynn. But apparently, there's not that many members left, and there's some in the article. There's some questions about who these members really are and who they represent, and so forth and so on. Read the article and let me know what you think, um, and then we can talk about it. Actually, oh. Well, Felix cuts to the chase and says Golden Globe Awards are caca, which you of course know what caca means, and of course we are all entitled to our opinions. I'm still going to watch it and see what's going on. Arturo is a little late, but is here. It's nice to hear. Um, let's see what else we have. French bulldogs are in high demand in the United States. Good for them. Um, I think, Rita, this may have to do with what country you're signed up for, and there might be some licensing. I know that Amazon licensed it for Mexico, but I don't know exactly if it's licensed still in the United States or elsewhere. Let's see. Oh, thank you very much for that. Oh my God, I'm so grateful that so many of you are watching my niece's film. This means a lot to me, and I'm sure it's going to mean a lot to them once we get around to scheduling a little live interview, and that'll be a lot of fun to watch. And with that said and done, I think we're pretty much at the end of today's broadcast. Yay! I sure hope that you enjoyed yourselves today. I sure hope that you have something fun and wonderful planned for this weekend, as long as you take very good care of yourselves, as always. Between now and the next time we get together, I hope that you'll stay kind, you'll stay happy, you'll stay healthy and smart and wonderful. And of course, if you choose to join us tomorrow, Sunday, remember that Sunday is Sunday Fun Day. We will not discuss anything serious or bad. It will just be our usual tomfoolery where no one is sacred, no one is safe, and it is what it is. So hopefully we'll get together tomorrow. And if not, hopefully we'll get together sometime in the near future. Have an awesome Saturday.